Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a singles new love reading for my dearest Capricorns. Capricorn, we're going to take a look at who's coming towards you in love and what this person is like, and is this relationship meant to last? If these messages resonate with you, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you're after one, I have those links down below. All right, Capricorn, let's see who this person is. All right, so we see the Two of Pentacles, all right. They're also showing up as the Magician, so they may have strong Virgo, Gemini energy in their chart. You might meet this person when they're in some sort of in-between stage, so in between jobs, in between a move or homes. They could also have other options or another option in love when you meet this person. They're viewing you as the Page of Pentacles. All right, so that's definitely Capricorn energy. All right, and the relationship, we see the Eight of Swords. All right, so we'll see what that means here. Because for some of my Capricorns, it could be karmic in nature, but we'll see. And we see the Three of Swords. So some of my Capricorns, it does look like you're dealing with a third party situation here with this person. And you may not know that right off the bat, all right? With the Magician card, this person is going to check all of your boxes. You're going to feel like there's magic around this connection. All right, but let's see. Be careful of this person leading a double life here, okay? We see the Three of Pentacles. Some of you might know this person through work. But the Three of Pentacles can also be somebody who's out and about, like in your community, so in your neighborhood, or you meet them at Home Depot or something like that, right? Some of you may meet this person traveling. Someone could be 33 years old or have a life path number 3. Or some of you may be born on the 3rd, the 13th, the 23rd, the 30th, the 31st. But I do feel like you meet this person and there is some sort of third party interference, all right? And we have the Page of Swords. So this person, they could be younger than you. They could be an air sign or have strong air in their chart and be a bit younger than you. I'm also seeing here that this person, they might be crushing on you before you really know who they are. This is somebody that is used to getting what they want. I feel like this Page of Swords, when they know what they want, they really go after it. But they also do their homework, they do their research. And we see the Four of Swords energy in reverse, which takes us back to the Three of Swords. So I do get some warning signals here in this reading, Capricorn, that this person's going to be extremely charismatic and check all of your boxes. They're going to come after you, but there's some sort of interference within this connection. Now, it doesn't have to mean that they're leading a double life or they're married or they have somebody else. But it could be some sort of interference, okay? So there's a little bit of a warning sign, and we'll see if we get more messages as to what that interference actually is. This person may be a little bit restless, or they may want to rush things, and you always have to be careful, Capricorn, with somebody who's trying to rush things with you, because there may be something they don't want you to find out, right? So we see this person may be a Leo or have strong Leo placements. They're positive, they're passionate, they're playful, they like attention. Strength and resilience is their hallmark. Ooh, they could have Aquarius in their chart, so that's that strong air energy. So a highly developed intellect, they're the pioneer of ideas, they're engaging communicators. But we do see that strong fire in their chart, and they are going to be quite intense. And that could be this, the intensity, this restlessness that I'm really getting from this person here. Okay, so just be careful, pump the brakes if you need to. Remember, the right person isn't going to, be put off by that. But with the Magician card, I do think this person's like a good communicator. I think there's a lot of magic here in your connection, or at least when you meet, you're going to feel that magic. The Magician card also, for me, indicates that they are going to check a lot of your boxes here. Now, for some of you, this person may be African, or there's some sort of African connection. They could be a performer. All right, I'm seeing African dance as well. I don't know how that's going to relate to you, but super specific message probably for just one of my Capricorns out there. But remember, these really specific messages are not going to resonate with all of you, and that's okay. It doesn't mean it's not your reading, but it will be confirmation for some, okay? And we see that this person may be retired. Okay, now that they could be 65 plus. I mean, you know your age group or whom you date. But retired for me, Capricorn, indicates this person may have had, you know, distinct careers, or maybe this person was like a dancer or a singer or something like that, and they've retired from that and now they're doing something different, or they've had two major careers, you know, so maybe they were a teacher for many years and they switched because they liked the stock market or something, right? It really could be anything. So retired doesn't necessarily mean that you're dealing with a pensioner or somebody who's, you know, 65 plus. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know about this person? All right, they already know who you are, Capricorn. They sing in the shower. This is my workout card. You know, I always get not always, but a lot of times I get the message here of somebody who's just had a really great workout and they're super upbeat. Their endorphins are pumping. So I do think this person likes to work out, go to the gym, run, do things like that. I'm also seeing that, you know, this person is quite upbeat. You might catch this person singing while they're doing dishes or, you know, or getting ready. We see they're a fire sun sign, Aries, Leo, or Sag. And this person may be vegetarian or vegan, or they're on some sort of specialized diet, okay? That could really be anything. All right, and let's see, what else do we need to know about this person? What else do we need to know about this person? All right, so they may be a sneakerhead. This person might really, you know, like athleisure clothing. They love sports. They're a casual dresser. They might have a nice sneaker collection. They may have or come from, they may want or come from a big family. And we also see that this person is a great cook. So they're a badass in the kitchen. They could come from a different ethnic background than you. They could be a restaurant owner, or maybe they worked in the culinary field. I also feel like this person dresses quite up to date. You know, they're up to date with style and things like that. Now, they're viewing you, Capricorn, as the Page of Pentacles. So they definitely see some sort of fresh start with you. I love this particular Page of Pentacles because he's out there building a tree house. Maybe some of you had or always wanted a tree house when you were a kid. You know, I don't know if kids nowadays want tree houses or have tree houses anymore, but I'm probably connecting with my millennials, my Gen Xers out there who either had tree houses or wanted tree houses. But they see definitely a fresh start here with you. And what I love about this Page of Pentacles, he's so optimistic. So they see that optimism, they see this purity and this joy with you, Capricorn, that you probably don't show everyone. Loyalty, there's something sweet, there's something very loyal here. You're very grounded. I feel like this is also seeing the potential, you know, seeing the potential in everything, and they love that about you. Judgment card, but they also see you in this Aries Scorpio energy. So despite this sweet Page of Pentacles energy, they see you as somebody who's evolved. They see you as somebody who's done a lot of up-leveling. They see you as somebody who's very wise and decisive as well. And with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, although they may see that sometimes you do have a hard time making a decision, or that you have some you're hesitant about investing in this connection, with the Eight of Wands in reverse, yeah, so they may feel like you want to protect your energy here. And, you know, that might be the case because they're in that Two of Pentacles energy. They might be in between. You might not be sure if they're going to stick around, or maybe, you know, they have other options or something like that. So I do see that there is some hesitation here, and I think you're right to be a bit hesitant. And I'm seeing the connection as the Eight of Swords, which potentially, Capricorn, could be a karmic situation. Okay, so we have to beware. What is it they don't like about my Capricorns? Unlovable. Practice radical self-acceptance and love yourself with all your flaws. So again, they might feel like you feel unlovable, or that you overthink your flaws. Remember, the right person is going to love you for, you know, flaws and all. And we see seeking perfection. Yeah, I know my Capricorns out there, you know you struggle with this. I have so many Capricorns that I love that are near and dear to me. And one of the shadow attributes of Capricornian energy, why did I say Capricornian? I don't know why I just said that, is seeking perfection, Capricorn energy, now known as Capricornian energy. Everyone has flaws. Choose only 5 must-haves and deal breakers that matter. So again, that you may seek perfection in yourself and maybe even in others, right? Which can be a bit judgmental energy. But again, your person doesn't want you to see their flaws is kind of what I'm getting. And I do see they may have some, okay? Of course, we all do, all right? We all do, but that might be something that makes them feel a little bit hesitant here. All right, Capricorn, what do they really like about you? All right, we see Avenger. So they see that you have a desire to balance the scales of justice, that you're fair and you're just and you prioritize balance and harmony. You're righteous on behalf of society and yourself, your friends. And they see you as also very romantic, very seductive, so highly, highly attractive. Now, we do see the relationship as the 8 of Swords, which does worry me a little bit, okay? So I'm hoping this is not just another karmic lesson coming around. Let's see what else we need to know. Yes, so this person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson, and you've learned the spiritual lesson. So for some of my Capricorns, you're going to have a really big decision to make here, because there is magic here around this connection, and everybody comes into your life for a reason. But I do think you're going to have to think long and hard here, Capricorn, about whether or not this is just going to be a repeated lesson. Obviously, you're not going to know that when you first meet them, or maybe some of you will. But you may not know that when you very first meet this person, but I do want you to make sure that you're not repeating any karmic cycles here, okay? Because you don't need that. And we see this is a divine counterpart connection. So there's going to be a very strong pull, very strong attraction, but regardless of the label we give it, it has to make sense, Capricorn, okay? And for some of you it will, for others of you it may not. All right, so we see friendly support. So fairies, guides, and friends give aid. It's not very often that I'm going to say, okay, it's really important what your friends and family think about this connection. But I do think it would be interesting, Capricorn, if you're feeling a little bit on the fence here about this person or about this connection, to see how the people who really love you and the people who are really honest with you, how they feel about this connection. Now, I know not everybody's going to be completely honest, right? Because sometimes people, don't want to have those hard conversations, but I would just check in and see, how do the people that love you feel about you in this connection, or maybe even about this person. We do get double confirmation of twin flame recognition. So this soul that mirrors your own. So we get double. So it's a really strong connection, right? And I can see that's why they're coming towards you. But again, regardless of it being a strong connection or not, it needs to make sense for you. All right. So let's see. Any important dates or times? So in the coming years, so this may be a long-term connection. And for some of you, we see September. Okay, so either this connection is going to really come together in September, or you'll be meeting this person in September. All right, so I'm going to leave it here, my lovely Capricorn, sending you love and light. Take care.